Come on, come on.
There you go. There's Herman Cain. Deny, deny, deny. I can't remember. I can't recall.
These protests going on.
Let me tell you something. If you're accused of sexual harassment in the workplace, that's going to leave an indelible memory in your mind. You're not going to be able to forget it, especially if there's an investigation. And there was an investigation to both of these allegations. And then there was a dismissal of these ladies from the Restaurant Association, and they paid them. Now, first he called it a severance pay, and then he says an agreement, and they paid one woman a whole year's salary to leave, and another woman close to a year's salary, both of them, $35,000. This is hush money, folks. Any term you use, a settlement for what?
It's a payoff.
It's a payoff.
Look, you keep your fat mouth shut, bitch. Here's $1 million. Be quiet. Go away.
And they signed a paper, and part of this deal, we'll give you all this money, $35,000, to leave. But you have to keep silent about what went on here. And you're going to sign this piece of paper, and if you speak about anything that went on here, and especially with that harassment charge, we will sue you. You are agreeing that you can be sued, and we're going to take this. If you dare speak about it, we're going to take you into court and show the judge this document, and you are going to be sued. We are going to ruin you for the rest of your life. And that's why these women haven't spoken. They came out and said, this actually did happen, but you know what? We signed these papers. We can't give you the details legally. And it has been asked of Herman Cain to tell the National Restaurant Association to nullify that agreement and let these women speak. If you're not afraid, and nothing actually happened, and the investigation went on by the National Restaurant Association, and there was no evidence to substantiate the accusations against you,
then you're free and clear.
Then why don't you let them talk? Well, that's not my decision. Listen, he acts like he knew nothing of what went on there. He doesn't remember signing anything, doesn't remember if there's a settlement. He says, well, if there was a settlement, I hope they didn't pay him too much. He was a top guy. Now, when you're going to pay money for anything, especially that much money to one person to leave, you go to the top person and say, can we do this, boss? He was the boss. He was the guy calling the shots. There was nobody else to go to and say, should we pay these women $35,000 to leave and sign it? There was nobody else to ask but him. He was the one dictating all this there. And he acts like, I can't remember. I didn't know. I wasn't aware. They did it. I was just a measly little employee. I wasn't privy to this information. Of course he was. He was the one calling the shots. And now it turns out, folks, this is a long-standing history with Herman Cain. There were yes, get this, when he was at Godfathers Pizza, remember, he was, once again, the top guy. He called the shots. There was nobody else to turn to say, what should we do here but him. A number of female employees left Godfathers Pizza with large severance packages after they signed a non-disclosure agreement to discuss his behavior and female employees. All right, same deal. They called it a severance package, but they made them sign that non-disclosure. If you dare talk about this, we're suing you. And they have this hanging over their head, these women. It happened there too. And one woman said he's a sexual predator. Herman Cain is a dangerous man. That's what one woman said there at Godfather's Pizza. He is a rich guy who feels like, hey, I could do anything I want. And in his mind, he probably thinks it wasn't sexual harassment. Hey, what's wrong with these women? I'm a rich guy. I'm a good-looking dude. I'm sure he thinks he is. He has his face all plastered and everything. The ads, whole side of his bus is his face. He thinks he's a happening dude.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
what's wrong with these women? Are they lesbians? They're not,
What's the matter? I'm a good-looking guy.
yeah, what
You
they
ought to be
feeling
lucky I hit
harassed.
on you, woman. You ought to be
Absolutely.
lucky that a man of my flavor could sit there and say, hey, you're pretty damn good looking.
Yeah.
You should be counting your blessings that I even think about coming on to you, woman.
Folks, the problem is, say,
What the hell is he? What the hell is he? Fred Sanford?
all guys flirt
Fox?
around at work. All guys flirt around. No, first of all, they don't. Not all guys flirt around.
No,
They take
no.
a lot of guys take their job seriously. They're not looking to hit on the women in the office. Secondly, he was married, and he still is married to the same woman. One of the women we know who made the sexual harassment charge at the Restaurant Association, she's married. She was then, and she still is, to the same guy. He doesn't care if they're married or not. He doesn't care he's married. And this tells us, if this is a history with him, going after women, that some women said yes along the way. We don't know who they are. Now, if some news agency gets ambitious to investigate this more, they're going to dig up the women that said yes. These women said no, and were offended, and were bothered by his constant pursuit. But there must have been some women who said yes because he continued this behavior.
Mm-hmm.
If you're striking out all the time, you're going to say, well, this is no good.
You'll give up.
Yeah, you give up. But if the odds are you hit and miss and you get some hits in there, you're going to think, well, it's worthwhile. I'm going to, as long as some of them say yes and I get some action, that's good. This is how this man thinks. Just like the International Monetary Fund guy from Strauss-Kahn
Yeah.
from France. I'm so rich, I'm so powerful, I could do what I want. And if somebody makes accusations, we'll just pay them off. I got a lot of money. I'm in charge. I could say it, Now, if you in your job commit sexual harassment against some woman there, and you're not the boss, you're going to be fired because you're not the boss. And you can't go to your boss and just pay these women to leave and shut up and have them sign an agreement. You can't do that. But if you are the boss and you call the shots, you can do that. That is exactly what went on here, folks. There's no doubt about it. Now, he is going to hope this goes away.
Well, yeah.
He's going to hope people forget about this, and it's not an issue. The economy is everything. Don't look at my integrity. Don't look at, I like women and chase women. It's nice to like women, but you decided on one, and you married her and had kids. That goes to your integrity. And now he's lying about it all, denying it all. But he has, and the crazy thing is, why is he still in the league?